Hey everyone, welcome back to Shade Review. In today's video, we are reviewing the brand new Persol 3372 sunglasses. But first off, we gotta thank today's video sponsor, our own website, shadereviewstore.com, the absolute best place to buy designer sunglasses, up to 80% off the original MSRP. Again, our website there is shadereviewstore.com. Check it out. So let's go ahead and pop the sunglasses on face and talk about the dimensions. These have 53mm lenses and then a 21mm bridge. This is the standard size of these frames. They're also produced in a larger lens size, which has 55mm lenses and the same 21mm bridge. They offer a really interesting and good looking squared off wayfarer style to them. And as far as the exact colorway that I have on today's video goes, these have their black acetate frames, and then the lenses are their green crystal all glass lenses. The clarity of these lenses is really good, and they're also going to offer very good scratch resistance as well. The only real negative of glass lenses is going to be the weight. They're definitely a lot heavier than something like a CR39 lens. This pair of sunglasses with the lenses actually does come in at 43 grams, so definitely on the heavier side. And if you wear these frames for a really long time, you're definitely gonna feel some discomfort here around the nose rest. And as far as the balance goes, they're actually balanced pretty nicely, so pretty good balance there. The temples aren't too thin, but definitely still on the top heavy side, obviously, of those heavy all glass lenses. Now, as far as the fit of these frames goes, these fit really great right out of the box. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with the Maflecto stem system, these frames do have it. So you can see these two little barrels here in the outside temple. That's going to allow the acetate to bend out and give a custom fit to the face right out of the box without really having to do too much adjusting. So the way you want these frames to be fitted is you want them to be fitted a little bit more on the narrow side, and then it's going to allow that Maflecto to bend out and give a really nice and very comfortable fit. And the Maflecto stem system really does help Persol to have the most comfortable frames right out of the box without having an optician adjust the frames. Now, as far as the build quality of these frames goes, these are built really nice. They are handmade in Italy. They say that here in the inner right temple sunglasses, they say Persol handmade in Italy. These sunglasses also have 5 barrel all metal hinges. They feel absolutely fantastic when opening them and closing them. Just very substantial and nice, very premium stuff. And that hinge is actually connected to the Supreme Arrow here, so it's going to have a lot more rigidity than a normal pair of acetate sunglasses with how overbuilt the hinge is, and then also the Supreme Arrow. It's not just there for show, it actually is there for structural rigidity. Now, these frames do have a metal stem that runs all the way down through the temples, but it is present on these sunglasses, and that means that if you heat up these frames, you can actually bend them and give them a custom fit to the face. I definitely recommend sending these off to an optician for work like that. Now, if we take a look at the top right corner of the lens, we can see an etched Persol logo there for authentication purposes. And then also, if we take a look here at the outside temples, we can see how the Supreme Arrow does kind of continue around the frame, and then the 2 little barrels of the Maflecto stem system. Now, taking a look at the outside right iris frames, we can see a metallic Persol logo, also there for authentication purposes. Now, as far as coverage from sun goes, unfortunately, these are not going to offer the best coverage from sun, which is not too surprising because they do have these squared off lenses in a wayfarer style. So here up top, I can see a pretty massive gap to let sunlight in unprotected. Then here on the side, definitely a big gap to let sunlight in unprotected, but they do have a very nice anti-reflective material here on the backside of the lens, which is going to help reduce sunlight coming in, bouncing off the lens at an angle, and then causing eye discomfort. Now, as far as pricing goes, these are going to run you $363 directly from Persol's website, and I'm going to leave a link in the description down below directly to their website if you're interested in current pricing and availability, and also checking out all the other beautiful colorways that Persol has created of these frames as well. And for $363, I think is definitely a pretty decent deal. You're getting a very nice handmade in Italy pair of sunglasses with acetate and all glass lenses. These frames should really last a very long time if you take care of them. But if that price seems a little high, we do have these available on our website for a substantial discount off the original MSRP, so make sure to check out shadereviewstore.com for the current pricing and availability of this pair of sunglasses on our website. Well, overall, I do like this. I did forget to mention the one real negative that I have here. It's not really that much of a negative, but if we take a really close look at that hinge, we can see some areas where it's not perfectly polished, and you can tell that it is definitely a handmade frame. We can see some raw acetate there, and it doesn't look terrible, and it's going to be kind of hidden in the frame there. But Persol sunglasses still do have kind of a handmade touch to them, and if you look in the fine details where nobody else is going to see, you can definitely see how they didn't make things absolutely perfect. I kind of like that, and I also kind of don't like that. You know, if these sunglasses were closer to the, $450 range, you would expect everything to be absolutely flawless. But here, coming in at $363, handmade, you're gonna see a little bit of imperfections where they didn't take the extra, 20 minutes to get it right. Because again, with a pair of sunglasses like this, they're literally being handmade and hand polished by a worker in Italy, and obviously labor is not gonna be cheap for that. Well, that's all guys in this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give me a big thumbs down below, and of course, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and then to be notified every single time I upload a brand new video, just like this one, to our YouTube channel. Again, thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll catch you all in the next one.